So let's talk about ZBCN. Its full name is Zebec Network, and I have covered this coin quite often. It's sitting at 16. Once do I want? What do I want to call it? 1600. It's sitting at 1612. There are two zeros in front of it. Okay, please do remember that it's not 1 cent, it's not 10 cents, it's not 16 cents. There are two zeros in front of it. It's one of the simplest coin to deal with. Why? Because it was really easy. I shared a target of 200 when it was going up. It went and it achieved it. Second time it went and achieved it, and I told you that it needs to hold 200 if it wants to stay above and have any upward journey. But you can clearly see that it couldn't form two candles with their bodies above 200, and it started going down. And I told you that if it is not able to conquer 200, it is going to go down towards 1400, and that is exactly what it did. It went down towards 1400, and this is your 1400 area. Now over here it is putting up a fight by going up. It is sitting at 1600, but for Zebec to have any upward journey, it needs to conquer 200. Now the gap is big, but you need to understand it's a small ass project. It's a very small market cap. Over here you cannot have tighter zones because the volatility is extreme. These areas, they generally, you need to have bigger gaps. Not able to live above 200, then it is going to come back towards 1400. But this time things will be sexy because you have one top. If it comes down again, it will be a second top. Then this will be a bearish structure. You will have a double top structure. And if it breaks this area even for 8 hours, forms two 4-hour candles below this neckline of 1400, you should expect that, okay, Zebec is going to go down towards 108 again. And on top of it, this thing has a double top. This is a beautiful top, double top. It's a very clean one. And 1400 is your neckline. As long as it holds 1400, there is hope for an upward journey. If it goes back towards 200, then it can actually convert this double top into a double bottom. As I always say, double top of today is a double bottom of tomorrow. But for this, it needs to go up towards 200. And then Zebec Network can get extremely bullish. But if ZBCN is not able to do this, to go and conquer 200, live above it for 2 days, close daily daily candles, 2 candles above it, then I have to assume this thing is on a downward journey. And for downward journey, it's very simple. It needs to break below 1400 for more than 8 hours, form two 4-hour candles, spend 8 hours below it, then I would assume, okay, ZBCN has started its downward journey and now we are going to bleed. And when we talk about bleeding, where are we going to go? It's very simple. After breaking below 1400, the first drop is going to be towards 1000. And if it loses 1000, then it will add one more zero, and then we will have a juicier story. But at 1000, what would happen is that all this upward movement, it will all come back to where it was. So overall, all upward movement would be eaten and things would start normalizing again. And at 1000, it would have good amount of reaction because historically it has made attempts to go above 1000, and of course eventually it did, but it has struggled. So that area has a lot of action. So ZBCN will be able to fight on that support area. But at 1400, it's kind of a tricky. If it loses it for more than 8 hours, it's good enough to assume it is going to drop towards 1000. And it's bad enough for people who would be holding from 200 towards 100. I say 1000, there's another zero in front of it. You do understand I'm talking about two zeros in front of it. So from 200 to 100, it's that kind of a journey. If I add another zero to it, from 1400 to this would be what? I will not call that 1400 then. I'll call it 14,000. Yeah, from 14,000 to 2,000. Let's put it like that. From 14,000 to 20,000, sorry. From 14,000 to 20,000, and I got all mixed up thanks to all these zeros. Anyway, on the chart, I'll show it to you in case if I have ended up confusing you. 1400 is your support. This is something it needs to hold. If it doesn't, it will go down towards 1000. If it holds 1400 or whatever you want to call it, there's 00 and 14, okay, then you can expect it to go towards 200 again, or 20,000, whatever you want to call it. But it needs to hold this neckline of 14. If it doesn't, it's going to bleed. If it does, it's going to get bullish, and then it will get super bullish, and that's ZBCN for you. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, or I have touched on a topic and you expect me to explain a bit more, I'll try my best to explain that to you in the comments. Leave a comment, and I'm not going to tell you to like and subscribe, because if you're not interacting with the video, or if you're not subscribed, you're not going to see all the 10 videos that I make every day. You're going to miss out on it, and I think you are educated enough to understand what to subscribe and what not to, because if you want to miss out on it, then why not? It's for your own good, and you should know better what is good for you.